pear tree, a dwarf pear tree, a European pear tree. And the fruits are, well, they look ripe, don't they? They look like something you might find in a food store. It's just early August, first week of August, and they have a nice red blush on them. They look like they're pretty good size, although we are going through a drought at this time. And a lot of people would think they're ripe and might pick them. Unlike other fruits, though, when you pick a pear, if it's not ripe, it's not going to ripen off the tree. And it doesn't really ripen on the tree either. So they're a little bit more demanding as far as when they're really ready. So if I take this pear here, and I'm feeling it, and I can't really tell if it's ripe or not as far as its maturity. So what we usually do here is we lift them up toward the horizontal. And when I did that, it dropped off. I'll do it again on this one. I'll lift it up to the horizontal. This one didn't give. This one stayed on. Now if I go over to this other tree, I've already picked some of these, and because I went up the horizontal, it came off in my hand. There's another way to tell. If you slice this pear and you see water droplets come up, like you might find in fresh butter, usually that's an indication that it's ready to be picked and that it will ripen off of the tree. So I'm going to go right over here. And we have another dwarf European pear tree here. Now that pear just came right off in my hand without me even taking it up. This one, that one did too. And there's a couple of things going on here. We haven't had much rain. It's possible that these guys are dropping because there's not enough rain. But I have a feeling they're going to ripen up anyway. Here's another example. This pear right here looks pretty ready. Yep. I just picked it up toward the horizontal and it came right off. So I feel like these are all ripe. And I'll bring these into the kitchen to ripen. This is an Asian pear tree, and on the Asian pears, they can ripen right on the tree. A lot of times in the food stores, if they have a green cast to them and you taste them and they taste more salady than they do sweet, they may have been picked a little immature. I like to pick them when they start to turn yellow. Some of these are just getting that hint of yellow. For instance, if I went over to this pear here, it looks like the birds or the crow made a little mark in it. But in the sunshine, you can start seeing a golden glow to it. And if I pick it off of here, it kind of doesn't want to come. It still kind of says, I want to stay on for a little longer. Let me see if I can get a good, there we go. So you can see some gold in this area right in here, and then on this side it gets a little greener and a little greener. It's still a very good pear. Now these pears have only been sprayed a little bit in the spring, maybe once, with some Surround, which is a clay-based spray that we use sometimes here to keep off some of the insects. There is insect damage on this pear, however. It kind of looks like hail damage, these little pockets. You can see little pockets here and here. That's actually the stink bug. And because they're so prevalent now on the East Coast, I'm seeing a lot more damage. For instance, I couldn't sell this pear in the food stores now because it is really bitten a lot by the stink bug. Now these are still good to eat. That's not a problem. But the stink bug makes kind of a gritty cell. And that gritty cell is something you wouldn't chew on, you'd spit out. It's objectionable. So, very luscious, very sweet, venomous, the whole thing. One of the best things you can have in a garden is a pear tree, Asian or European. Oh, yum.